This is a special edition of KTSM 9 News Small Town Spotlight.
KTSM 9 News at 6, live on location tonight from La Union, New Mexico, as part of our Small Town Spotlight Summer Series. Wine mazes and wide open spaces, all here at La Viña Winery. Good evening and thank you for joining us for this very special edition of KTSM 9 News at 6, Small Town Spotlight. I'm Andy Morgan.
And I'm Natasha Paloma. And if you're just joining us every Wednesday, we're highlighting a special place here in our community. And Andy, you've done 11 so far. I've watched from home during maternity leave. I was off for 12 weeks out here with Monica and Carla, and I've just learned so much. It's so interesting what we have here in our own backyard.
Yeah, and excited that you get to kind of experience it. A lot of fun, right?
Yeah, super fun.
And you mentioned about how kind of learning new things as we go, especially along the way we've made stops, and it's just like, I didn't know this place was here. I didn't know this was It's something I would actually go back and do during my free time. And we're actually here at La Viña Winery, and it's a place that obviously hosts a lot of festivals. I've been to a couple of them, an absolute blast, and it's just absolutely beautiful here.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, it's the oldest winery in New Mexico, and it's fitting that it's at this specific location because it's along the Oñate Trail, very historic, so it really fits the location here. So you're going to learn a lot.
You're definitely going to learn a lot in this episode of our Summer Small Town Spotlight series, and we're going to dive right into, of course, a lot of wine talk. We're doing all of that, but we also want to get our first check of weather with meteorologist Robert Bettis. We got to see what type of antics he's up to.
That's right. It's very overcast out there. I know earlier he was out there. He actually just picked some grapes from the vineyard. So it's so funny to see him out there, but he's showing us what this is all about. He had a charcuterie board out there. So they also supply that for you when you come and have a taste of their wine.
Absolutely, and I know that we're going to get to Robert in just a second, but why don't we just dive into all this talk about wine and where we're at.
What's your favorite type of wine?
So I was telling you earlier, definitely I don't know if you want to say graduate. I started out drinking a lot of white wine, and then I feel like within the last maybe 5 or 6 years, I've switched over to red wine. Love a good Malbec, love a good couple Pinot Noirs, which I've seen a couple back here. First of all,
that's
how about
right.
this backdrop? We
are giving you a sneak peek, a behind-the-scenes look at La Viña Winery, what the barrels all look like back here. I have to say I love a good Cabernet.
Yes.
I love dry red wines.
Yes.
But what I loved is when the owners speak about the process of making wine, they say it's romantic. It's a romantic process, but it's also a lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work and a very delicate process, but don't just take our word for it. Check it out.
The winery was started in 1977 by Clarence Cooper, who was a professor at UTEP. He ran it for 10 years. At the end of that 10 years, a doctor in El Paso had a large winery and he wanted to buy La Viña, so he purchased the winery from Dr. Cooper in 1988. And he basically used La Viña as a cash cow.
So I in charge of the art of making wine. So since we harvest grape up to the final product, which is the bottle of wine.
It's the oldest wine festival in the state, 1977 till now. So they've been happening a long time, and they are very successful. We've had lots of 10,000 crowds over the years, over the weekends. It's a good part of our business. We do a lot of weddings, we do a lot of events like that.
We call it the bong on top, and we take some wine out of that hole, put it in a glass, and smell it, and then you taste it. I'm not gonna spit it because it's a really good wine. And then when you finish, you just pour your leftover back into the barrel and you put the bong. Next week, we're gonna bottle this wine. We're gonna have a really nice Pinot Noir for La Viña.
We have a 25-acre vineyard with 25 different kinds of grapes. So it's the size that we need, the yard is the size we need. We designed the building and the space for what our business is, and it's been really good.
fascinated by this process because it is a process, a lot like we were talking in our 5 o'clock newscast with beer and breweries.
That's right.
It is such a long process from start to finish. The start being just Robert picking the grapes off of me to the glass of wine that you have here at La Viña Winery.
And you know what I loved? You and I were taking a walk outside of the winery. It's so beautiful. It's so open, beautiful green grass around. So the atmosphere is so serene. So I can imagine how great it is, the atmosphere, just sipping on a glass of wine and being here at the winery. And I believe that Monica Cortez, she has the owner of the winery here with us. Monica.
Hey guys, I actually have a really special treat for you, but we're going to start off with the fact that the very owner, Ken Stark, is actually debuting a brand new wine. So talk a little bit about it.
Yes, it's a new wine from an old grape. Obsequia is made with Mission grape, which is the same grapes that the Spanish priests made wine with here in the Rio Grande Valley nearly 400 years ago.
No way. Well, speaking of that, actually, so I'm going to put this down. You are telling me that we are standing in front of what used to be the old way of making wine, right?
Yes, it is. They make it by stomping with their feet. And you can see this thing here was made out of a big bull hide, and people would hang it under a tree, stomp the grapes with their feet, and they would collect the grapes juice at the bottom and make wine of it. This thing came from just about 6 or 7 miles from here in the valley, and was in use here in the valley 100 years ago.
Wow, 100 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh my.
And they were still making wine the old-fashioned way.
Oh my God, that is incredible. I love this. I love history. This is incredible, Ken. So let me ask you, Ken, real quickly, and I'll have you stand over here. Hey, can you tell us real quickly about your amazing event that's coming up in September?
Yes, we have an event coming up. The festival comes up the end of September, the 31st of September, the 1st of October. We're going to be through with harvesting grapes. We're going to be nearly through with making wine, and we'll be ready to have hosting people here for the new wines from La Viña.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that fall is just around the corner. I'm so excited.
I'm looking forward to having that 60-degree weather, aren't you?
Me too. I truly am.
We can tell during harvest time, that's when it really starts getting cool, and we say, oh man, this is great. This is a great time of year.
That's incredible. So, Ken, real quickly, is there anything else you want to add about this beautiful place? By the way, thank you so much for having us.
Sure, it's a new place for a lot of people. The festival is very popular. We always have thousands of people show up for the wine festivals, but we're open every weekend, and most of the week, Tuesday and Wednesday, we're not open, but you can come out and do wine tasting here without the crowd. And as the wine season gets going with cooler weather, we look forward to a lot of people.
Oh man, we're so excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to be here in September. Thank you so much, Ken.
Thank you, Monica.
Guys, this has been so incredible. I learned so much about wine today. Back to you.
Thank you, Monica. We were both in shock, right, to learn that they no longer stomp on the grapes.
I know, right?
I thought it was
I thought
still
that's
a
how it was
thing.
done.
Maybe all that like heavy machinery and equipment.
That's
maybe
probably what
that's
for.
taken over.
Yeah.
But really interesting.
Really interesting to talk with. We were talking with Ken off air between our 5 and 6 o'clock newscasts and just about the process of making wine. I've been talking about that, but what was really interesting is you hear him talk about more mild conditions.
Right.
Well, the heat definitely plays a role in the ability to make wine. They like temperatures a little bit cooler than what we're seeing right now, that's for sure.
And I know he's always keeping an eye on the sky for rain as
Exactly.
well. He mentioned that. We're going to get to so much more here at La Viña Winery, but first we're going to send it over to the studio. Our Carla Draxler is there with today's top headlines. Carla.
Thank you, Andy and Natasha. Well, it is day 6 of Facundo Chavez, the man accused of killing Deputy Peter Herrera. His trial continued today with several more witnesses taking the stand. One private investigator testified Herrera was at Arlene Piña's house and encountered Facundo Chavez's mother in March of 2019. The other investigator said he went through Deputy Herrera's phone. Some of the information indicating Piña, Chavez's girlfriend at the time, was Herrera's informant. Our KTSM 9 News reporter Tawny Davis will have more on our continuing coverage of the trial coming up in the next half hour. New Mexico State Police are looking for your help to find the driver responsible for a hit and run that left a man injured. It happened yesterday morning in Vado about 6 a.m. on State Road 478, just south of Franco Road. The suspected vehicle was traveling south on the state road and is believed to be a Ford pickup or an SUV with damaged headlights. If you know anything about this, call the New Mexico Police to the number you see on your screen. Moving across Texas, today Governor Greg Abbott was asked about the current lawsuit by the Justice Department against Texas for placing buoys in the Rio Grande River. He was asked after signing 2 new bills into law today to curtail street racing and street takeovers. As we reported, the lawsuit claims Texas is violating federal law by placing 1,000-foot-long floating barriers. That was a look at your top stories. Coming up, Robert has a look at your complete forecast, and then a little later, we have sports. This is KTSM 9 News.
Because college is worth it, and so are you.
Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderlands' only certified broadcast meteorologist.
Well, everyone, it is absolutely magnificent out here at Lavinia, and good news for everybody who desires the rain. Tonight is our chance for some thunder showers. Now, I'm standing here, of course, in the vineyard part of the vineyard, and thunderheads, but I can also tell you that I'll bet you're wondering how I do.
Playing through the do. I heard it through the grapevine. Yeah, no longer would you be mine. Yeah, honey, yeah. Heard it through the grapevine, no longer would you be my baby.
You know what? The small town spotlights wouldn't happen with this guy from Charlie Clark Automotive. the thunderstorms wouldn't happen without that guy, so here comes your forecast. Here comes your exclusive 9-hour forecast for Thursday. Partly cloudy skies, yes, a muggy feel to the day, especially in the morning hours, and we'll have a chance of isolated late day showers and thunderstorms, though the chance goes down for Thursday. High temperature 103 tomorrow. Here are the highs so far today. 97 Alamogordo, 99 Las Cruces and Deming, 102 at the airport, 103 Juarez, and 97 for Van Horn. This is what we love to see, a classic monsoon pattern of thunder showers breaking out with the afternoon heat. Expect those scattered thunder showers tonight, and be careful because some isolated storms could produce some brief locally heavy rainfall. That heat advisory pops back into effect starting Friday as the showers fade away and the heat moves in for the weekend. Your allergy forecast: 5.4 on Thursday, 6.1 on Friday. 99 tomorrow in Alamogordo, 100 Deming, 103 for El Paso, 104 Juarez, and 98 for Van Horn. Tonight, 72 in Las Cruces with partly cloudy skies and scattered thunder showers. Tomorrow, 100 your high temperature with that chance again of late day isolated showers and storms. 76 at the International Airport tonight, scattered thunder showers. 103 our high temperature for tomorrow. Now we will have that chance of isolated showers, but the chance of rain actually goes down a bit for Thursday. The heat moves back in an extreme way for the weekend. Friday, 107 the high temperature. Saturday, 109. 111 on Sunday. That should be our hottest day, but we stay hot and dry Monday through Thursday with high temperatures right near 105 and 106. Bobby, that is, the aroma is full flavored on that one.
That is
you sense it as well?
Yes, I do.
It's fruity, and
Fruity?
it's very satisfying. Take a little chug of that. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's water.
I mean.
Charlie Clark Automotive Group, thank you so much for
Yes.
sponsoring these small town spotlights. People have come up to me and said, first of all, they've done the clap,
Yes.
which of course is famous.
I love it.
And they talk about you, Bobby.
No, thank you.
Now you're world famous. And they also talk about Charlie Clark Automotive. They say, what a company that cares enough to go town to town and sponsor events like this.
You know what, Charlie has always been about that, giving back to the community and giving back to El Paso. That's why I love it. That's why I love it.
Enjoy your water, and we'll
Yes.
convert that for you after the show.
Nice.
Stay with KTSM 9 News. More coming up in just a bit.
Follow KTSM 9 News on Twitter, putting local first. And now, KTSM 9 Sports with Colin Deaver, sponsored by Glasheen Bias and Enderman Injury Lawyers.
Greg Heiar told me back in January before he was fired by New Mexico State for cause that he couldn't wait to tell his side of the story. Now he's getting his chance. In arbitration documents first reported by ESPN this afternoon, the former men's basketball coach said he was NMSU's, quote, sacrificial lamb when he was fired for cause on February 14th in the wake of two separate scandals. First, a deadly self-defense shooting involving former player Mike Peake in Albuquerque, then a hazing and sexual assault scandal turned lawsuit that shut down NMSU's 2023 season and ended in an $8 million lawsuit settlement with the victims, former NMSU players Shaq Odonewu and Deuce Benjamin, as well as Deuce's father, William Benjamin. Now, Heiar says in the arbitration documents that he was unaware of the hazing allegations within his program. Former player Shakir Odonewu, of course, said in the lawsuit that he told Heiar about them multiple times. Heiar also claimed that the school took over the basketball program and he was instructed not to discipline players involved in a fight at the October 15th NMSU UNM football game and to not suspend any players involved in the aftermath of the November 19th shooting in Albuquerque. The school refuted many of Heiar's claims, according to the documents, saying they, quote, only made suggestions regarding basketball-related discipline because Heiar failed to act. 4 players were eventually suspended in 2022 following the shooting, including Peake. Heiar also details a pair of conversations with athletic director Mario Mocha, one in which Heiar alleges Mocha watched the video of the football game fight, smiled and said, quote, it's NMSU players whooping up on some Lobos, end quote. A second conversation came after the shooting in which Mocha allegedly told Heiar, quote, we just need to win, win, win. This will all go away, but we do not need any more bad media at this point. We are on thin ice, getting thinner, end quote. Heiar's lawyer releasing a statement as part of the documents saying, quote, Coach Heiar has suffered and continues to suffer monetary and or economic damages that have and will continue to prevent him from similar gainful employment in the coaching industry for which he is entitled to an award of monetary damages and relief, end quote. KTSM was awaiting comment from NMSU as of this newscast. KTSM has reached out to Heiar, his attorneys, NMSU and Mocha. Heiar's side has not responded. Mocha had no comment. NMSU saying it would not comment any further than what is in the arbitration documents, which we are still waiting to receive. Heiar was hired last month as the head coach by Mineral Area Junior College in Missouri. He is seeking an undetermined amount of money from NMSU in arbitration, which, according to the documents, is supposed to begin in 2024. Our 9 Overtime high school football previews roll on today with the Austin Panthers. Last year presented Austin with a first as it was the program's maiden voyage in Class 4A. The Panthers finished up as runner-ups at Riverside in District 1 4A under head coach Eric Pichardo. This year the Panthers are aiming for more success in a season they know will be competitive in District 1 4A. Pichardo says Austin will return about 6 players on offense and defense, mostly along the offensive line, despite losing New Mexico Lobos linebacker Jaden Wilson. Pichardo believes he'll have the squad ready to compete this season.
You don't replace Jaden. You don't replace a kid like Jaden. You just have everybody else be themselves. Everybody's a piece of the puzzle right now, and they know that. I mean, we're going to be a little bit faster this year than last year, a little more skilled overall, in my opinion. We are going to be this year than last year.
Austin will open the 2023 season at home against Fort Stockton August 25th. Tune into the first episode of 9 Overtime that night at 10:15 on KTSM. Sticking on the gridiron tonight, KTSM 9 sports reporter Sam Guzman brings you the story of Linnea Bryan's journey from Division I college basketball player to USA flag football star. Bryan won a gold medal at the IFAF America's Continental Flag Football Championships while representing the United States last month. It's something the former Franklin and University of New Mexico basketball standout never expected to do.
That was the most fun game I've ever played in. I played college basketball, which was an amazing opportunity, but playing against Mexico in that championship game, the atmosphere was insane. It's a huge sport now and it's growing every day. I never would have dreamed this or imagined it, but I know that younger me is very happy now.
Sam Guzman again will have Bryan's full story at 10 on KTSM. And tonight, the Leagues Cup knockout rounds kick off. FC Juarez is set to clash with defending MLS champions LAFC in the round of 32 in what will be Los Bravos' biggest challenge of the tournament so far. The two sides will meet at BMO Stadium in Los Angeles, California. Kickoff is at 8:30 p.m. You can watch the match on Apple TV. Andy, Natasha, you know, it looks fantastic out there. Can you bring me back maybe a glass of Pinot Noir? I don't know. I would enjoy it. Won't dare drink it on air.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something there about that with Colin.
I'm looking here at the barrels. I'm sure they have one.
There's
in
a
store,
few of them.
right?
I even saw a 2012 Colin.
Yeah.
So, and what's really cool is we were actually just talking to one of the winemakers, and actually a lot of these barrels that you see behind us, they're almost ready to go.
Right. Yeah, he said that he was going to bottle some next week, right, or in the
how
next
about
couple
that?
of days. So even he says it's a beautiful process, but it is hard work. That's what we've learned here,
Hard work
right?
for sure.
And the most shocking moment for me was that we no longer stomp on grapes.
I know. That was a total eye-opener.
Yeah, total shocker. But so interesting to see the machinery now that creates all these beautiful wines here in our area. And we learned the history also.
They definitely have perfected this craft, and they've actually done an amazing job here at La Viña. I highly recommend, if no one's been out to a festival in a while, definitely worth it coming up in September.
Yeah, so great to join you, Andy,
Absolutely.
finally on
Great
the
to
Small
have you,
Town
Natasha.
Spotlight.
This was fun.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock. 9 News Now is up next.
Hair, makeup, and men's grooming sponsored by